in my bed and it's about 2:30, almost 3 in the morning. And I just hear the Lord telling me, get up in the morning and watch the sunrise. So the sunrise is at 7:26 a.m. I set my alarm for 6. It's 6:21 a.m. Let's see. There's a clock behind me now. I got up at 6:01. I came in the kitchen. And the Lord told me to get up this morning and spend time with Him. So He told me to get up before the sunrise and to come meet with Him outside, on top of the container. So I'm making coffee right now. I got the coffee and I'm ready to go. Sunrise is at 7:27 today. I just asked Siri, what time is sunrise? It's fascinating because the first thing I heard this morning was, my soul waiteth for the Lord more than the watchmen waited for the sun, for the sunrise. And it's true, I've been waiting for the Lord for over a decade, knowing that He's coming. And I know my time has come. I know the time of my being a watchman has come to an end. I know it's coming very soon. I'm sitting here looking east, and there's the bright morning star. Wow. I'm facing directly east. I'm up here on top of the deck, and I'm overlooking, all the surrounding houses, and we're way up here at the treetop level. And I'm gonna open my Bible, get up my flashlight, and see what the Lord has for me this morning. It's pretty crazy. I opened up my Bible to Isaiah 14, and it's, how hast thou fallen, O son of the morning. That's pretty crazy. That's what I opened up my Bible to, and I'm looking at the morning star. And I'm sitting on top of this container that has this spiral staircase that shows DNA. I don't get up in the morning and watch the sunrise, but the Lord told me to do it this morning, to get up and to meet with Him. And I opened up my Bible to Isaiah 14 right after I looked at the morning star. There it is. Wow, that's crazy. I'm waiting to see that thing go shooting out of the sky. That's so crazy. Now begins the sunrise. Still about 20 minutes off. But here's what I opened my Bible to. You can see it's Isaiah 14. Now, by the way, folks, I did not plan this. I just opened my Bible. How art you fallen from heaven, to Lucifer, son of the morning. Look what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the morning star, guys. That's crazy. How art thou cut down to the ground, who hast weakened nations? For you said in your heart, I will ascend into the heavens. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the mount of the congregation, on the further sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet you shall be brought down to Sheol, to the lowest depths of the pit. Those who see you will gaze at you and consider you, saying, is this the man who made the earth tremble and shook the kingdoms, who made the world as a wilderness and destroyed its cities, who did not open the house of its prisoners? Wow. I find it fascinating, being a watchman, that that the Lord would have me get up before sunrise, come sit on top of the container. So I'm up top. Come sit on top of the container and watch the sunrise. I mean, that's mind-boggling. And here comes the sun. I just hear in my spirit, a watchman, my soul waiteth for the Lord, more than a watchman that waiteth for the dawn. Wow. This is over, folks. This is coming to an end. Praise God. I'm so tired. You know, I saw the strangest thing up in the sky above me. It looked like a star, and then it got super bright, and then it moved off. It went boom, it got real bright, and then it just faded down to nothing and moved off. And I'm sitting here with Isaiah 14 on my Bible and looking at the morning star and the sunrise, and I'm hearing in my spirit again, my soul waiteth for the dawn, waiteth for the Lord. My soul waiteth for the Lord more than a watchman waiteth for the dawn. So as a watchman, I find it fascinating that he would have me get up and watch the sunrise. You can see that the morning star is now fading out and the sunrise is coming. There it is. That is so fascinating. I saw this star light up and get very bright and then fade to nothing, but you could still see it look like a star moving. It's very odd. Never seen anything like it. And here I am doing what I was told, to get up this morning early and come watch the sunrise. There it is. So now I'm hearing in my spirit, the vision awaits from the point of time, but at the end it shall speak. Though it tarry, wait for it will surely come. Wow. Back in the old days when a watchman had to be posted up on the wall, they kept an eye for the enemy. And it was a long, lonely job to be up there waiting all night. And so once the dawn came, the threat was over for the watchman, because the watchman had to stay on guard through the night and wait for the dawn and keep an eye to protect the inhabitants of the city in order to warn them. I believe my time of warning people is over now. I'll always continue to just share the gift of knowledge and the gift of wisdom with everybody. But all things come to an end. It's very bittersweet. Here comes the dawn right now. Here it comes. Here comes the dawn. I can literally feel the light changing. Just want to have a little heart-to-heart with everybody as well. I just want to thank everybody. The people that supported the ministry. And so we can always, by the way, we can always use help because we help other people. So whatever comes in, we've been helping people with. It's so bittersweet. There it is. The dawn has come. So anyway, the dawn has come now. So after yesterday and all the stuff that happened, there's so many supernatural things that still happen that, you know, like if I talked about every single detail and all the minutiae, it would overload y'all. But yesterday was unbelievable. The Red Sea poster, the Red Sea sign that was sent to me, you know, with the cotton ball on it. That was so crazy. I mean, you are at the Red Sea. So now it's time to just stop and look up, because when they got to the Red Sea, there was nowhere they could go. And the Lord told Moses, stop and look up, and you'll see the Lord fight for you this day. And the Egyptians that you have seen, you will see no more. We're about ready to see the end of all this, folks. So anyway, it's very bittersweet, isn't it? So the sun is risen, and it's sunrise now. And I heard the Lord tell me, now open your Bible again. And I opened it to Ezekiel chapter 8. As I started reading, I was like, oh my gosh. And there stood before them 70 men of the elders of the house of Israel. I'm going to read this in a minute. Looks like it's the judgment of the wicked. Yep. The wicked are slain. So for my morning time with the Lord, I came up here and I saw the morning star, and he had me open my Bible in the dark, and it was Isaiah 14. Then he told me to open it again, and it was Ezekiel 8. So 8 and 9. Oh my gosh. And let me show you what's at the top of the page. So as I'm reading Ezekiel 8 and 9, it's about sudden destruction and death. And have no, to those said in my hearing, go after him through the city and kill. Do not let your eyes spare, nor have any pity. Utterly slay old and young men, maidens and little children and women, but do not come near anyone on whom is the mark. Oh my God. And begin at my sanctuary. Wow. Do not come near anyone on whom is the mark. Oh my gosh. You know, like when the scorpions come out of the pit also.
Revelation 9. And the fifth angel blew his trumpet, and I saw a star fallen from heaven to earth, and he was given the key to the shaft of the bottomless pit. He opened the shaft of the bottomless pit, and from the shaft rose smoke, like the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened with the smoke from the shaft. Then from the smoke came locusts on the earth, and they were given power like the power of scorpions of the earth. They were told not to harm the grass of the earth or any green plant or any tree, but only those people who do not have the seal of God on their foreheads. They were allowed to torment them for 5 months, but not to kill them. And their torment was like the torment of a scorpion when it stings someone. And in those days people will seek death, and will not find it. They will long to die, but death will flee from them. In appearance the locusts were like horses prepared for battle. On their heads were what looked like crowns of gold. Their faces were like human faces, their hair like women's hair, and their teeth like lions' teeth. They had breastplates like breastplates of iron, and the noise of their wings was like the noise of many chariots with horses rushing into battle. They have tails and stings like scorpions, and their power to hurt people for 5 months is in their tails. They have as king over them the angel of the bottomless pit. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in Greek he is called Apollyon. The first woe has passed. Behold, 2 woes are still to come.
They sting everyone that doesn't have the mark. That's crazy. It says Ezekiel 9:11 on the page. Wow. And I set my Bible down and it opened up. This is a Bible I haven't had out in a while, and look what it says. For my son, even though you're not so small anymore, you'll always be my little boy. And it's a kid doing a cartwheel. He's upside down. Wow. God to get up that early in the morning and go sit on, outside waiting for the sunrise. But I very clearly heard the Lord tell me to do it. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even get to sleep until I had acquiesced and said, okay, Lord, I hear you, I'll do it. And I got up and I did it. I don't know how to explain or how to convey this to y'all. You can't be Jonathan Kleck, but the best I can do is convey to you. Look around at everything that's been delivered. Again, it's not me that delivered it. It's the Lord that delivered it through me. It's very different. It wasn't my idea to see the Vatican as a giant snake. It was the Lord. It wasn't my idea to see all these things, these altars, the dead sheep and all that stuff. So now my job was to rat out the enemy, and obviously that's been done. So to go out there this morning in the dark, and the Lord told me to take a Bible. I took a Bible I haven't had out in quite a while, and to take that Bible up there, and to start by looking east and seeing the morning star, and then, and then to have the Lord say, now open your Bible in the dark. And I open the Bible and it's on Isaiah 14. How hast thou fallen, O son of the morning? While you're looking at the morning star, that's insane. And then to look up and see, like this, it was more than a shooting star. It was just so bizarre. I've seen shooting stars, they usually accelerate. This went like this and it got real bright and then it tapered off and slowed down. It was the strangest thing. It was crazy. And to see all those things, and to hear the scriptures, to be doing the container, to have finished the container, to be named Yahweh is given the messenger that rings the bell, sounds the alarm, to be a watchman, to see the dawn rise. Guys, the end has come. That's all there is to it. It's come in your spirit. If you know what's up, the end has come. Tomorrow I'd probably like to also do a little revisit to the U2 song that came out. It's mind-blowing. I finally got to some very bottom pieces that I didn't see before. He knows exactly what's up. Time's coming. And I'd like for y'all to watch a video on what Bono's take on who Jesus is. I hate it when people throw other people under the bus without doing their homework. So anyway, it looks like the end has come. Y'all should be ready any moment, every moment, all the time from now on. That's it. So peace and grace, and God bless you guys, and thank you for letting me minister to you.